Erica Mena has had it with the Love and Hip Hop franchise, dragging her bad name through the mud, and she is speaking out. As a refresher, Erica is persona non grata in the Love and Hip Hop franchise ever since that disgusting knockout table flipping fight where she referred to Spice, Jamaican dance hall artist, as a blue monkey. She made the monkey noises and everything. She truly went there with this beautiful, talented artist. Okay. Um, Mind you, it was because Spice claims that Erica's son doesn't like her. And so, she went for her kid, and Erica, she saw red and she went real nasty and full blown racist, which in my opinion, just it's not good. It's not okay. You can go deep when someone comes for your kid, but for that to make you turn racist, I can't support it. Anyway, so this is what happened. Yesterday, Love and Hip Hop's official Instagram account posted a photo from the roundtable conversation that the cast members had involving colorism, racism, and the uncomfortable truth. And Erica decided to slide into the comment section and drag them, accuse them of being fake as a $3 bill. Oh my God. Okay. It's a lot. We're going to get into her comment, but first, let's talk about the post itself. So here you see Spice, Yandy, Young Jock, Lil Scrappy, Sierra, Amy, and Rashida at the round table where they were going to be discussing these things. Okay. That's who's in this image right here. And the caption reads, and I quote, "On Tuesday, September 26th at 9 p.m., immediately following the season finale of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the conversation continues with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, racism, colorism, and the uncomfortable truth. This roundtable discusses the recent events that aired on the show before MTV decided to stop filming with Erica Mena. International colorism expert Dr. Sarah L. Webb, founder and owner of Colorism Healing, a leader in raising awareness, shifting attitudes, and taking action, leads an open dialogue that features, and so of course they tag all of the stars of the show there, and a special appearance from Rashida sharing their experiences. Watch the special and find resources on fighting racism and colorism at mtv.com/color of change. Okay. And do you see this right here? This novel? Let me take a sip of water because I'm going to read the novel for you guys, but this is all coming from none other than Erica Mena. Here we go. Shot, my leg fell asleep. Let me wake it up. I think it's absolutely fair that I speak under this post, especially because I was indeed filming nonstop for 7 months after the actual incident between me and the other individual happened. The other individual obviously being Spice. Okay. The network chose to still film with me nonstop, which is why I was used as the base storyline for the whole second half of this actual season. They had this footage for months. They chose to edit it how they wanted and aired it. It's only now that they are desperate, trying to save face and using me to do so. If I'm being used to set an example, why was I not part of this round table discussion? Why are they so desperate to film nonstop right now to make up for everything I shot that they can't use now? Desperate to save face, but true and only reason a statement was even made by the network was because of the backlash, not because they truly believed what I said was a racial slur. The fact that they're now making a mockery of the situation by using individuals who have indeed said things just as bad. Messy Yandy herself in 2015 at Hot 97 on air called me an ass monkey to try and save face for this network sponsors is pathetic. If you really wanted to save face, why not have the two women who are just as wrong in that scene have this conversation, since now this network feels it needs to be had? I gave this franchise 13 plus years. Imagine the vein, picture the vein, because you know it's there. She's typing. And now they need to save face, so they're going to wear my name out on this to make up for their F up. Oops. Lord have mercy. The sad truth in all of this franchise has always depicted us as zoo animals anyway. Sending so much love to my supporters. Love y'all. Okay, so I want to know what you guys think about it, okay? It looks like a lot of people are supporting her in the comment section. And these people appear to be of the Black persuasion, at least forever. Lexi does. So does Rosemary. Okay, so it looks like she's actually getting a bit of support there, which is quite interesting to me. And alas, so I do want to know what you guys think about it. I think in regards to her question there about why isn't she involved, I think Black people deserve to have a space to talk about colorism amongst themselves, without like an outsider like speaking in or probably speaking over or playing dumb or this, that, and the other, similar to the way it seems as though Erica is feigning ignorance when she asks, what's the difference between her as a Latina calling a Black woman a monkey and, a Black woman calling her a monkey. I think that there is a difference, although that it's not acceptable on either side. I think just like historical context has to come into play here, and who the slur was typically used against. Spoiler alert, it's not typically something used against or historically used against Latino people. Okay, so I do think that makes all the difference. And this highlights a reason why it's so important for Black people to have this space amongst ourselves, because, when you have a space amongst people who already get it, you don't have to waste time, the mental load, the emotional labor of explaining to somebody else, but I do think it would be interesting for them to have an unpaid conversation with Erica Mena about this as well. Perhaps she and Spice can sit down and talk about what it is that they said to each other and why they said those sorts of things to each other. Because, to be honest with you guys, what Spice said to Erica was really disgusting. I think she crossed a line as well that you should not be crossing with people. I know it's television and whatnot, but to sit up there and tell her, oh, your son doesn't like you, and to just keep saying that repeatedly and on television was really disgusting on Spice's end. So I can see why Erica snapped. But when Erica called Spice a monkey, it wasn't just like a thing against Spice. It just felt like, oh, the mask is off. So now deep down, you've been here. She mentioned you being on this show and this franchise for 13 years. You've been making money off of Black franchises and shows for 13 years. But this is how you feel about, Black women and Black people at the end of the day, while you're making money off of us. Like, who in white media is paying you and whatnot, having you on the faces of their white shows and whatnot? Like, you're only here on the Black shows, and this is what you feel about Black folks. Like, girl, good luck. Like, I don't know. But her point here being raised about how she had been filming with the network and stuff like that, the production team, for months, almost a year after this incident, is quite appalling to me too. And I think that is something that should be investigated or responded to by Love and Hip Hop or the network itself, because I think that this does kind of goes to show that this could be a performative piece of action. But if it's not a performative piece of action, maybe it's just, okay, this was a blind spot for the network. And then seeing the way that the general public reacted to it, they're trying to do the best that they can in order to put out messaging and, spaces and platforms where people can voice their concerns. Maybe even if they did have a blind spot for this, it's at least nice that they decided to go back and give this the proper attention that it deserves, because I think outside of talking about colorism and whatnot, I think it would have been interesting to talk about how other races of people like to turn to Black people in order to build themselves up when they are shut out from their own communities, or from, white communities and whatnot. I think that could have been a very, very, very interesting and eye-opening conversation as well. But I digress. Anyway, you guys, that is what Erica Mena had to say about the roundtable conversation involving racism and colorism on Love and Hip Hop and in the greater community. I am really interested in hearing what you have to say about certain points that she raised. So let's go through them line by line. First of all, please let me know how you feel about her claims that the network continued to film with her for almost a year after this incident happened. Do you think her calling Spice a monkey is comparable to Yandy calling her an ass monkey? First of all, I don't even know what an ass monkey is. I know what a monkey is, but what's an ass monkey? Perhaps that is a piece of slang that is said in certain spaces that isn't necessarily racial. I don't know. Someone could fill me in on that. And also, do you think that it would have been better for the conversation to have Erica Mena be a part of it, I don't think she would have been genuine. I think she would have been trying to save her ass by playing dumb about every little thing and deflecting, and it would have been a waste of emotional and mental labor for the other people personally. But I am really curious to hear what you have to say about it. So please do make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more pop culture and celebrity news videos as well. Okay, take care, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.